Okay, so good evening. My name is JP Moral. I'm a software developer at Illogica. And tonight I'm going to talk about composition in Ruby, extend versus include. So when I first started programming Ruby, I had no idea what extend was, what include was. I just saw it on a website somewhere and typed it into the editor, and magically it worked. So tonight we'll see, or I'll try to demonstrate what the differences are. Okay, so composition is an alternative to inheritance to get behavior in our objects. So composition allows the module behavior to be mixed into other objects. So let's see what that means. So extend is defined on an object. So everything in Ruby is an object. So this includes modules and classes. So a fixed num can extend, a hash can extend, classes can extend, and modules can also extend. Include is only defined on module. So you can't do, you can't create a string and try to include something in that string. It won't work. And you have to remember that classes are modules too. So when you define a class, that's why you can type in class foo include bar, and it works. Okay, so the code is a bit small. Fortunately, I have it in a gist. If you go to my GitHub account, JP Moral, and if you also go to my blog, jpmoral.com, I have these slides there. Okay, so we have here two modules and two classes. So we have module motion. It has a method called default movement. Module flight, which extends motion. Person, which extends motion. And bird, which includes flight. So I find that when I try to reason about code, one of the more effective techniques is to write quick code snippets or small tests for it. Okay, so for those of you who have very good eyesight, I have an RSpec set of specs here that try to demonstrate what the difference is between extend and include. So when a class extends a module, it adds the module methods to the class's class methods. So if we go back to the definition of person, person extends motion, and motion defines the default movement. So expect person, capital P, dot default movement to equal walking. So this works because we've extended the class person with the module motion, and therefore it gets the default movement method. So what happens if we try to create a person object and do the same thing? So we have person equals person.new, expect person.default movement. Okay, that's much better. Thank you. Actually, that was better. Ayun. Galing, no? So from two people, tatlong tao na yung nakakabasa. So expect person.default movement to raise error, no method error. So for a new Ruby developer, such as I was, or maybe still am, I'm still learning, this could be a surprising thing. Okay? Because person extended motion, but somehow the person objects did not get the default movement method. So that's because it's the person class, remember a class is also an object, that gained the default movement. Okay, so next. When a module extends another module, it adds the other module's methods to the original module's class. Okay, so that's a mouthful. So let's go back to the definition of bird. Bird includes flight, and flight extends motion.
Oops.
So when we do bird equals bird.new, bird.movement is equal to flying. So how did that happen? Okay, so yeah, so bird includes flight, so that's why it got the movement method. So if you go to the next, bird default movement also raises an error for the same reason. It's the bird object, the bird instance did not get this when its class extended motion. Okay, so let's move on to the next spec. Okay, so I seem to have left the cap class out. I will fix it in the gist and in the blog. So let's move on to include. Okay. So we have the same motion module here, but we introduce a new module called swimming, which instead of extending motion, instead includes motion. Oh, there's the cat class. Okay. We have a person class, same person class, and the fish class. So let's see. So when a class includes a module, oh, that's missing an S. It adds the module methods to the class's instance methods. So when we create a new person object, person equals person.new, we expect person.greet to equal hello world. Okay, why is this? Because person included speech. So person instances, okay, so the hello world is not there. I must have missed it. Okay, so speech defines a method called greet, which does hello world. Okay, so again, fish equals fish.new. Let's see if the fish is there. Yes, great. So expect fish.movement to equal swimming. Okay, because it got the movement method. Expect fish.default movement to equal walking. Because again, we did include this time instead of extend. Okay. So include is not defined on non-module objects. So if we do cat equals cat.new, when we do .cat.include, it's going to raise a no method error. Okay, so that's all I have. Do you have any questions? No questions? Okay, so you might find some questions. Yes.
I have a question. So,
Great.
So when you do extend, do those methods get added to the class?
Yes, when you do extend, so person extends motion, it's the person class object, remember classes are also objects, that gains the default movement method.
So you would do person.new.class.default movement.
Yes, if you want it to be roundabout, yes,
To
you would
get
do
there.
that.
Yeah.
Anyone else? So yeah, so I wanted to accomplish two things with this talk. One is to demonstrate the difference between extend and include, and the other was to demonstrate how I might use specs to improve my own understanding and reasoning about code. So these slides and other, well actually 3 other posts about Ruby are on my blog, jpmoral.com. Check it out, and also check out the gist. I will fix those missing classes and specs. And if there are no questions, thank you very much.